Halloween is coming, so tonight we're gonna spend the night in a ghost town. Here's some ruins. There's ruins down the hill, and our campsite is right nearby. Welcome to Pandemonium. So way through here is a pile of ruins. Here is a huge pile of ruins. And this is Cole Swanger. Follow him on Instagram. You have outdone yourself yet again. We're gonna sleep in a ghost town tonight.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm stoked. I'm excited. And I'm lost of words. Lost for words for how awesome this
I understand.
is gonna
It's every single time you bring me out here, it's something that's topping the last thing. But yeah, we're in a ghost town called Pandemonium. The term was coined by John Milton in Paradise Lost, written back in 1677. But from the Greek, pan means all, and then daimon or daemon means demon. So it's basically the abode of the demons. So we'll sleep easy tonight. Yeah, that's great. We're located in the absolutely beautiful Tuscarora State Forest. It is October 14th, I believe, and according to the DCNR, we are in the yellow as far as fall foliage, bordering on orange, I would say. It is absolutely gorgeous up here. It is a crisp fall day. We're located in Henry's Valley, which is right in between Fowler's Gap and Colonel Denning State Parks. And we're between the towns. We've got Blaine to the northwest and Newville to the southeast. And I drove through Landisburg on the way here. We are in an official state forest campsite. It is Site 92. If you want to camp in Pandemonium, Site 92. It's huge, it's spacious, it's flat for tents. There are plenty of hammockable trees. It's incredible. But more ruins over here where the campsite kind of drops off. Laurel Run is down there in the distance. We'll be heading down there at some point to see if we can find the old tannery. John Henry settled the area. He eventually moved to Ohio, and his son Christian stayed here in Pandemonium and earned his living working at that steam tannery. All right, so a little context. The main road is up here. Our vehicles are parked right there. We're kind of off the main road. There's a looping driveway that connects on both ends. So we're parked up there, and then you have to walk into the site here down this path. Just, I don't know, 30 yards maybe. But Cole just snuck behind those trees. I'm gonna use this smaller tree and this tree for my hammock. But then we've got our table, fire pit, beautiful flat spot for campsite. And then yeah, all these ruins are basically out there. We saw at least 12 sites of these stone piles and ruins and everything. seems like the campsite is surrounded by 2 lines on trees, 2 red lines. So I believe we're protected from the spirits if we stay inside of those lines that circle the campsite. Thinking this used to be ruins of an old spring house or something, as there is water kind of bubbling out. It's very deep too. 1, 2, at least 3 sides, 4 sides of walls there. So every time we turn around, take a couple steps, there's something else here. So this is absolutely the most comprehensive ghost town that I've been in. This blows away Rausch Gap or any of those. Gold mine, pretty good, but this is already by far the best. And now we're on the way to the cemetery. So just before the cemetery is the site of Henry's Valley School. So this was open till 1912. A student named Pierce Sunday was the last student to be taught at the school. As soon as his family moved to Blaine, that was the first time that Henry's Valley was unpopulated since colonial times. So there was lots of debris right over there, right behind the sign. And then another area right here. So not sure what is the school and what wasn't, but it's kind of a large area here. So some of these rocks used to be, they're just so old and covered that it's hard to tell. What I do know is that there's a wall right up here, and that is the wall of Pioneer Cemetery. Pioneer Cemetery, burial ground of Pandemonium. A lot of these headstones are no longer legible. The ones that are, it's amazing. It's 1800s. History literally buried here. A lot of the grave markers are just simple or chunks of stone, but you'll notice a lot of very, very small ones, unfortunately. But lack of medical access in the area, we were in the middle of nowhere, and even more so back then, resulted in a high rate of puerperal fever or childbed fever among women who had just given birth. So most of the graves marked with small mountain stones are those of children who passed in infancy. The cemetery here was starting to get overgrown and lost to time, like the rest of the town. But the first real cleanup of the cemetery by locals took place in 1971. And this is just a really cool preserved place. And I'm glad that the locals cleaned this up and put flowers out. A lot of the graves have fake flowers and flags and everything else. So it's good that this place is remembered. Right, so we're just down from Pioneer Cemetery, and it's the steam tannery, of which a lot of people in town worked. It was built by I.J. McFarland in 1840. So the tannery location here, definitely a treasure trove here. We got a corner back in here. Got a wall here. Again, with the springs here, we're going to be a little juicy down in there, but looks like we got a big stack, like a column back in there. So we'll try and get around here and record some of this. But the name of the steam tannery that I found was Al's Tannery, A-H-L. And it operated till about 1890. So it looks like another corner room here, maybe. Not sure if it was, I think it was probably composed of several different buildings here, it seems. Yeah, there we go. Very well built with the stone blocks. Another corner. So it looks like a building on this side, and then this little stream here coming through. Not sure if that's just spring these days or if that was, you know, really a part of it. You see coal over there on that big wall. That's what I showed you first. It's like a bunch of different buildings, right? Like
I would think two. Like at least here.
uh-huh.
Looks like two, right? So it's dug out here, and then really long.
A really long building. Okay. So yeah, so we've got a wall here. Got a wall on the other side. Just popping through here. Yeah, so it comes all the way down here, over and back. And then you got that, still that column up there. What does a tannery do?
Tanning hides.
Tanning hides,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, so
all right.
we use the tannin from the oak trees, from the bark. Was great for tanning hides.
Okay.
So that was the main industry.
Here's that column. Again, neatly stacked. Oh, it's not burnt or anything, or else they say it might be a fireplace, but yeah, not sure. The long building there, just from here, stretches back that way. That's what we walked through. Here's a good bird's eye view. Kind of see here. You can see the near wall, far wall, the back wall of this going all the way down. Definitely the biggest section of ruins that we found. This is insane. Yeah, this blows away any ghost town that I've seen here so far in Pennsylvania.